Up, homies, before I drop this week's laundry load, I want to segue in here and talk about this year. I mentioned a little bit about this year, and I want to say that it was a learning experience. Um, as quirky as I want to be, this one here is very serious to me. It kind of caps off the year of many many years of personal research and just learning myself and the processes and how things work. Don't underestimate people. Don't underestimate people. You never know how determined a person is. Don't underestimate anybody. Now, I sat down this holiday season because something recently I just found out. And as much as I always have this Christmas spirit and don't get me wrong, no depression or nothing like that hit me. It was more like of an awareness of what's more important at the time. So when I dropped this laundry load of the week, I hope y'all can receive it the way I can express it the best way I can without all that hoopla and hollering and stuff like that we mostly are used to by now, given the weather back some time back, right? So with the climate that's kind of okay for the moment, in my world for the moment, it's time to just be mindful, just for me to just be aware more and to grow, and it's just for me to sit down and really kind of assess what's been going on in my life, and it's time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really, really time. I'm ready for the 2025 year. Let's get all that extra stuff out the way. That blue blah and that blabber. Ain't nobody need that. Nobody won't stand anymore. It's old. That's dead. That's dead energy. Let's go ahead and make something new about it, and then keep on going. And yeah, it was challenging, but given who I am and how I rock, hey, this happened for a reason. So I'm gonna just keep going. No one ain't gonna stop me. They ain't got no power, no control, and that's just how it's gonna be. But homies, I hope y'all just like I said, have a blessed, solid, smooth income into the 2025 year. And let's squad up. Let's get squad up, y'all. Let's squad up. Time to stop off for all that extra stuff. Squad up. Alright, y'all. Peace. And love. Hey, what's up, homies? This is your girl Ty, and this is another laundry load of the week. This laundry load of the week. The title of this laundry load, I thought it was cool when I thought about it. It's We Passed the Sky Limit. We passed the sky limit. You're past the sky limit. Oh, I could probably let's do the night. Properly say this right here. We're past the sky's limit. Okay, you can put the little apostrophe S in the sky and stuff like that. I be a little technical, but I just joking or whatever the case may be. But in this laundry load, I'm going to cap off this year by, when I say cap off, I mean I'm going to finish this year by reflecting on just kind of reflecting on a lot of changes that were made in the year. Yeah, this year was the most interesting, uplifting, uprooting, challenging, but abundantly favored year. And I want to segue right here. You know I like to do my little segues, so I want to segue right here and let everybody know. Some things just don't need to be televised. I know that, given the social media and stuff like that, all things don't need to be televised. Let's just say that. Let's just say that a lot of things that wasn't televised, and there's a reason for it. But that's the point too. The laundry loads that I do per week, I actually starting to like doing them. I think it just gives me a lot more time to create, think outside the box. From the title placements and creative like animations to help tell a story. Some people say you don't need to do that, and I'm like, why not? You know what I'm saying? That's just me, and it just supplements my whole, this, scenario what I got going on. So I am very, very grateful of the opportunity that I have had to this past year just to even tap into what I want to do and how I want to do it, even at least try, or attempt to do it, because I always told myself, you can't knock what you can't try. And so there's, you have no opinion on nothing you never tried it before. The only opinion you should have for anything, if you have no experience of it, that one thing, is to say, hey, I don't like doing that. And that's it. But if you go to me and say, well, you doing this, I don't like you doing this. Well, what the hell me got to do with you? You know what I'm saying? So you might don't like it, what I do, but are you me? That's the question, okay? We got energy. Let me tell y'all, we were talking about that when I talk about this title, the sky is not the limit, right? Or we passed the sky limit. It's energetically. We're talking about the aspects in our lives where energy plays a part, where we should be, some people say we should be flying right now. We should be like not even in ingesting material. We should be already in our head, flying physically to one place to another, teleporting. Like just, okay, I see you tomorrow, Jack. Okay, let's go back. You know what I'm saying? We should be doing stuff like that, right? I get it. We should be doing stuff like that. And I really like what I'm doing, and just getting a better understanding of the collective of creatives. I think it's cool and dope. So, yeah. And out of all of the things that stood out for me this year, one of the major things that stood out for me is energy manipulation and energy attachments, and just how waking up to it was beneficial, not only for my mental health, but physical as well, and other aspects as well. What if your energy was being taken and you never used it? You never even know there was such a thing. What about? So that's where it come in at that. That's where I start my research. That's where I begin the deep dive into energy and how energy works. Everybody have a reason why they step into their path in their own little unique way. But the signs be there if you're paying attention, and it'll walk you through what the courses. There's courses to take. Sometimes it's crash courses. Like this latest energy look up that I'm about to explain, homies, is one and another one that just came out. I got attached to it, and I spent a lot of time researching, hours researching, and I'm like, I still need to study. There's still more, in depth, but as far as learning what I needed to know and why, my body was reacting a certain way on certain just to act like why my body was acting or reacting a certain way, and there were things where I had to kind of open my mind, and it was like, wow, I didn't know that this was this or that was that, and it just expanded. And I want to segue to I'm segueing again. But that's the whole point. The energy, it takes energy. We could pretend that a lot of things don't take a lot of things, but we can say it does take a little bit of energy. It takes energy just to, it takes energy. You can have your mouth closed and move your tongue. What that is? That take energy. That's energy. Not outside. It didn't take outside energy to do that. It took inside energy. This me doing like this take inside. It take inside energy. You get what I'm saying? Because we balls of energy. So as I went on my journey, I started isolating little things, and I didn't know that there's a system. Certain people go to different systems depending on where they at. But let's say for me, I started from the ground. I started from the ground because it has to have been the ground, because there was certain things that I was actually doing that I saw in different forums, and they were like, yeah, I did that before, but I did that when I was a little later on in my journey. So I know like certain steps and stuff like that. So, what happened, I started first. I started, wrapping up my diet. Making sure I, putting the right things in my body. It was a struggle. But now, today, 2024, we talking about a good little minute ago. You can't pay me to put the wrong food in my gut. I can tell you that. But what if it's being taken without your knowledge? And that's where it gets deeper into the realm of trauma begets trauma. Misery likes company. And procrastination comes in. To the point where, when I started asking the question, I asked God, I was like, God, I know you said things happen. God, I know you said some things happen, but every week? And that's when I had to kind of sat back. I was like, every week? Every week there had to be something going on. Fluctuation of the energy and the negative. Because I've heard people say it before, and I had got a download about that months ago, and I was just playing around with the idea of that. But there's a negative aspect to everything, a positive and negative aspect to everything, right? Duality, right? So we look at numbers and we look at frequencies. We look at numbers, and numbers is a positive and a negative. And it's like the aspects that I was dealing with, caught on to, or never did until recently. I just caught on to frequencies and how positive and negative frequencies they act accordingly to each other. So that's where there's a negative 3 and a positive 3. But what a negative 3 says about you. Well, a negative 3 says that I go da 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 da. And no, I don't need to do that, right? But yeah, I did some things. I work with my inner child too. I really, there was some deep stuff. I'm talking about like with 2024, I say it was blessing. I look at this year as a blessing because if I tell y'all, if nothing works out for y'all, pause for a second because something did. You get what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm adamant in 2024 right now. I'm going to share this. If you feel that nothing worked out for you in 2024, you need to go back to the drawing board and see what happened because something did happen and you just ain't aware of it right now. I'll let you know. I'm a big advocate for energy and how energy works, but let me tell you how it worked, right? After start isolating my diet, isolating the things that, the aspects I need to focus on right then and there, I tend to kind of pause for a second. Okay, and it was quiet for a while, until the energy popped back up. And a lot of people talk about energy. I'm gonna tell you, everybody talk about energy. Energy is relative. Everybody can talk about it, right? But I know I might be late, but I can explain to y'all almost in detail how the energies operated in my own way. So if given that I've, I didn't stumble upon it, but I came across the topic of energy my own way. So that's when all the pieces start coming together. Once I start becoming serious about not just wanting to learn, but wanting to get rid of that energy that was stagnating me, that were hurting me. I'm talking about there's energies out here that will hurt you because of whatever feeling they got towards you. And I fought. And I'll fight again. Need to fight. No, energy's always moving. So if I go and fight, and I have to fight. I'm going to keep going to fight. For my peace, sanity, mental clarity, the whole nine. Right? But when I start putting the pieces together, it was coming from my gut. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, trust your gut. Don't give in to so much of what come over the phone here, these devices and stuff. These devices and stuff, you can lay off it for 30 minutes. For an hour, can you lay off it for 3? And I ain't talking about because you got to go to work or you at work. Can you lay off it for 2 hours without touching it? If you can't, then you addicted. You need to go to cell phone rehab. go to cell phone rehab. That's where all the people they smoke phone cancer. My gut and trust in my gut. Literally, let me tell you, a lot of things going on, and I ain't care. I'm gonna be myself along the way because I'm gonna tell the truth my way, and if I'm gonna laugh along the way, I'm gonna tell you, you gotta let your enemy know you're not overcome it. It was petty. Let it go. And you keep it moving. You let your angels, ancestors, spirit guides guide you where you need to go in your next move. And you get the through. Cause some people do not like you leveling up. I had people who just ain't had like me leveling anything. If I was just leveling it up, down, left, right, in a spiral, in a circle, on the roof, on a tree. Like, they didn't care. They didn't care. And find out these things. Like, if I wasn't grounded, I'm a segue right here to y'all. Ground yourself. Don't sit there and let nobody have your sleuthers up, like left feet ready to bounce up and dart at their butt. That's energy manipulation. If you got all that built up energy and you can go and charge at somebody, they can get you. They got you to spell energy. So when you thrust yourself on somebody, they get that energy and here you at. But even if people don't like leveling anything, I still don't care. Guess why? I don't care. Yeah, that part. Because some people are just miserable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seemed to me, the miserable people, it just seemed like pieces foreign to them. But we also have to embrace light and what's right and wrong, and what's wrong is right. Like, not just moralistically. Like, come on, what makes sense to do that? What makes sense to do the opposite? That's the whole point. So some use dark manipulation tactics to as a game, you know. And I just felt like it wasn't cool. Like, there's certain things that you, like, when you find out, and if you haven't changed or healed, it would damage you. If you ain't changed and healed, I'm thankful. If I haven't changed and healed, I wouldn't have known none of this stuff. I wouldn't have gained better knowledge and understanding about stuff. Because some people everybody's life is different. Everybody's background different, but we all come together. If we have the same mindset, we all come together and become better people. And that's what I like about it. And leave them people alone. The ones who want to manipulate and trade and share and steal other people and share other people's stuff. But yeah, like, make a better choice in isolating. So once I isolate the energy, that was it. That was the energy. There was other energies out there, and I isolated that one energy that kept coming back to me in the aspects of my time. Whether it be me feeling somebody, not feeling on somebody, but if I'm vibing with that person, or I'm listening to music. And you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. It's a certain vibe. It's a certain time of day. It's a certain people do this. Certain people do that. You know. And I digress. It's very easy to get caught up in not knowing that that's how people react. Isolating the energies led me to individual that I held close and dear to my heart, that I had to kind of break away from. But what I wanted to say is what I have found out was very, very life-changing for me this year, and it happened at the end of the year. More towards the end of the year, and I needed that. I needed that because when I isolated the energies and I didn't know that I was, I thought everything was good. Sometimes when you pass a test, you want to celebrate. All the time you want to pass the test. I post a storyline on Instagram where I said, celebrate every small win. I think I did it on TikTok too, where I posted. I was like, celebrate every small win, because if it was a win, it wasn't small at all to begin with. So that's how I looked at every aspect of my life I was passing the test on. It made me smile. It made me smile. It made me feel like a better person. Because, yeah, be careful with, I just want y'all homies to be careful with sharing ideas. Even if you giving them you giving them an idea. Like, in the act of you giving them an idea is generating energy, and they're watching you think of many different ways to better accommodate their either their living situation or their situation in general. So I like to say this: bump them people. It's a new year, new things. We're in the 9th year, 2025. My 25 is a special number to me, and it's crazy. Like we gonna be good. 2020 year is the time for justice. It's time for peace. Time for truth. It's time for revelations. And yeah, just I want y'all to stay prayed out, stay safe, have a happy New Year's, enjoy your family. Like I said, there was a lot of things going on that behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know that be going on in people's life. I'm not one to be running in my mouth because I like to fix things and then and teach what I learned. I can tell you the story. I can't tell you the story by going through it, but I can tell you the story once I be able to ready to write it out. Y'all have a blessed day, blessed week. And I'm a segue to this because, yeah, it was a sad subject. It broke my heart when I found out that I didn't want to speak. I didn't want to go on social media. I didn't want to talk to nobody. It had me feeling some type of way. And in that feelings that I had, I still been managed to make the moves I need to grow. And I'm on this next journey, and it's going to happen, and I don't care what nobody said. We're going to get it. We're going to got it. Good. Welcome to the Laundry Lord of the Week, fam. Y'all going to be here, squad up. This is how we going to do it, and this is done. It is done. Because bump the energies, bump what people try to do. It ain't that serious. I always be 100% authentically me. I ain't need to fake for nobody. And if you got a problem with that, come to me. We can talk adult to adult. I like to play. I'm jokey. But yeah, I had a time too. But listen, God is real. So is our ancestors. Because they been here and they walk on this earth. We going to keep going. We're going to keep smiling. We're going to keep moving. And we're going to push them heads aside.